that you go ahead and check out the Beeline Entertainment Stuff and Things shop. We got all merchandise that you're looking for. Everything to promote the show. That's right, from hats to glasses to cups to sweatshirts to t-shirts, you name it. Boys, girls, babies, whoever wants to show off that they love watching the Beeline Entertainment LLC. We can't wait to see you in your brand new gear. Come on and check it out today. Let's go! Yeah, we're going to check it out today. We're going to check it out tomorrow. We're going to check it out one of these days. Yo, check it out, guys. It is Thursday. This is the last show that we host of the week. We go Tuesday, we go Wednesday, we go Thursday. So Thursday means it's time for the ENT, baby, entertainment show of the Beeline Entertainment LLC. And yo, we having a good day. Are y'all having a good day? It's raining, it's storming, it's hot. People sweating their ass off. But you good. You're doing good, right? You made it. It's Thursday, man. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm off, man. I'm working a 9 to 5 again, and it feels weird, bro. And it's pissing me off, getting on my nerves, but it's making me really want to do my best at this, the passion with what I have for what I've been building with the Beeline and everybody, all my people. We had an amazing STR Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk last night, man, with the crew. We were talking about a whole bunch of stuff. We're so proud of each other. You know, me and Kyle come on here and do this. I'm proud of Kyle. Everybody, bro. Like, I really appreciate content creators, people who are out here trying to do stuff, who are really trying to make content too, bro. Let's be honest, yo. Who are really trying to come out here and just be entertaining and engaging, without being like, you know, reckless and goofy and messing with people and shit like that or whatever. Nah, bro, no respect there. But it's hard to do this, man. It's hard to do this, and I respect everybody giving it they all. So shout out to y'all. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, y'all. Yo, we got an amazing show tonight. It is the entertainment show. Y'all love this show. But we got some great stuff to talk about, man. We're getting back to the basics, baby. And we got a watch list for you. The watch list is actually going to be the entire show, really. But we talking about what's on TV, bro. What is on TV? Do we watch TV anymore? We got to categorize everything. What's on the streaming networks? What's on YouTube? What's on, you know, just regular TV? What's straight cable? I don't even know because I don't even watch it. Y'all going to teach me something. But before we get started, listen, I want to let you guys know that you can definitely check us out. Please follow us, like us, share us, subscribe to us on YouTube. That's where we have all of our content. But we also have something brand new back. It's been updated, it's modified, but the Beeline Entertainment LLC is back, baby, where you can get everything that we offer here at the Beeline Entertainment LLC. That is the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com. You can get you know, all the shows that we do, every single episode. You can get the merch that we sell. You know, be really looking for people to pick up some of them shirts, you know, for the summertime. Show off the Beeline. We're gonna have some new merch items up soon. And editing services, you need a logo for your business. If you need anything, bro, we got shit going on. I feel good, man. I feel really good, yo. Today was one of those weird things where something happened today where I was like, man, I'm glad that I've been doing stuff like this. You want to see what we're doing? Let me show you what we're doing. It's the Beeline ENT. Let's go! Right, yo, we back at it, yo. And who would I be on that show ENT without the guy who's on here with me? And his name is Kyle. Hey, what up, Kyle?
What's going on? What's going on?
What up, brother? Yo, glad to see you on another Thursday. Hope all is well.
All is well, man. All is well. I cannot complain, you know, or at least I can't complain much, you know.
Yo, listen, bro. I'm pretty sure we can all find something if we needed to. Cal, man, I had an experience this morning. Like I said, bro, I've told you guys, like, you know, I started a new job. I'm back at the 9 to 5 working schedule. I've been, blessed, to be able to do the beeline for like a year, but I'm having a new baby. We transitioned a little bit in the house and blah blah blah. I've been talking about it a little bit,
Mm.
but man, listen, I've been working this little new job, and it's a work from home job, which I'm very thankful for. But man, they hit me with some news this morning along the lines of like, yo, your stuff is messed up and we can't do anything about it. We're sorry, but we're gonna try to fix it for you. And when I tell you,
Mm.
I was pissed, man. I was really pissed. Not because a mistake happened, but because it was one of those situations where it was like a mistake has been happening, and
Mhm.
I've been trying to make sure. When you're trying to follow something and you're trying to make sure. All right, man. You keep telling me this is going on, but I'm like, oh, hey, are you sure everything's okay? You sure? Are you sure? And day by day, the calendar little tickets are flying off,
And
like
you
in the
feel like
video montages and shit.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, is everything good? Yeah, it's good, it's good. And then the day of comes. Oh, I got to tell you, everything's not good. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Mm.
But I don't know, bro. Do you have these moments where you just feel like things happen sometimes to give you a certain state of mind so you can pick a
Yeah,
street? That's how I
yeah.
felt this morning, yo.
That's yeah. Like life is full of It's got to be it's got to be a balance. For
Yeah.
every good, there's a bad. For every bad, there's a good. Question is, how do you handle it? You
Yes.
know,
Yeah. Very
how do
true.
you handle it? Like we're at an age where if something happens, the corporate, whoever's running whatever, they don't have to tell you anything,
Mm,
and it's like, okay, so where's the communication? Where is the where is the honesty?
yeah.
But you know what I hear about more and more, like when people get let go from jobs, some of them don't even know until they get to the office, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, here's your box. You don't have to come in tomorrow. Like
they,
what?
they packed your own shit up for you, right?
Or or or
Horrible.
or here's the even shadier things. When you find out through other people that somebody else got
Oh,
fired,
that sucks.
you find out through social media, which I think is childish. You know what
Yes,
I
for
mean?
sure.
You find out through social media, you find out through the news, you find out through whatever, and it's like, wait a minute, I'm already on my way to work. You telling me I don't have to go? What's going like
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah,
There's
man.
no communications,
Yeah.
There's
You're
no
right.
communication. Now, granted, when I was doing like regular work, the last boss I had was my mother.
Ah,
Okay.
listen,
So
she was probably the hardest one too, wasn't she?
the facts. Look.
Yeah.
My cousin. Matter of fact, it was my cousin Rick who would say, "Man, you live in a sitcom life, right?" I'm,
Ah,
I'm like, "What you mean?" Well, at the time, I was living in my mom's basement, and I was her receptionist at the salon. I was working there for 9 years.
that's
You
right. You
know,
did tell us that. Yeah.
so my last boss was my mother. That and that and working for uh and as an event specialist at BJ's doing like the samples or whatever. But
Mm.
longest job I ever had was working for my mother, almost a decade. You
Listen,
know.
bro, that's good. I mean, it's awesome. That's one thing that I think that a lot of parents have for their kids and stuff like that. Like, you
Mhm.
would love to have a business that you can pass down through the family. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, there's at least some job security, especially if it's like a service. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, at one point, I know that me and my cousins, we were talking about getting into like fast food franchises,
Mhm.
and we were looking at I think we were looking at a Chick-fil-A, and we were just talking about like, hey, listen, maybe we should go ahead and go and purchase a Chick-fil-A and just run it, keep it in the business, do whatever we got to do, make money, and get the kids a job when they get older. I mean, that's definitely beneficial, man, especially if you
Mhm.
have a good service.
Mhm.
And just never got into it. I mean, I kind of wish that we did, but that's what I'm doing now with this, with the beeline. And,
Yep.
if I can grow this to where I need it to be, teach my son the ropes, I have two sons now, even my
Yep.
daughter, like, I would love to pass this down and let it keep going on for generations, man.
Yeah.
It's not like back in the day, like, when the mom and pop, hardware store, you was being ran. You went there to grab some screws and shit like that or whatever, and the little kids taking your order, 7 years old, drooling on himself, fucking up the
Yep.
money.
And then years later, they're the ones that are managing the place, or
Yeah.
like they're the ones that own the place. Like they bought it from from their parents, or their parents passed it down to them.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Yes,
it,
sir. Yeah,
it's
you see
like,
that a lot with restaurants now.
oh yeah,
Restaurants are the main ones that I see, like that their family's been in business for 20 years and stuff like that. It's crazy, man.
that's how they keep it. That's how they keep it going.
Yeah.
That's how they
Real.
keep it going. My mom wanted to pass the salon to us. I am one of a bunch of siblings, right?
Yeah.
And she wanted to pass it on to me and my sister, and possibly like one of our cousins, but ultimately like that was not our dream. I was cool with being, I'm okay with customer service, you
Yeah.
know, but I couldn't see myself running a salon. Although
Yeah.
my mom was trying to get me to start washing hair. She would look at me like, "Do you know how many customers you would get just because you're a man alone?" I'm like, "Really?"
Traction. Traction up in there. Yeah, for real. I mean, it's interesting, bro. It's interesting. I mean, I'm to think about it, like, if my family had a like a beauty salon or nail salon or whatever, man, I go in. I remember when I was delivering packages and stuff like that, I had delivered I think somebody's like phone, or it was like an iPhone or something like that,
Yep,
to a nail tech. And they were working while they're thinking. So I was sitting there because they had to like kind of sign for some paperwork and stuff like that. And I was just sitting there. I
yep,
was watching it was like Chinese owned business, and they were all in there together. And the
yep,
guy came and sat down. You saw his wife was over there holding the baby. The text was there. Yo, they making bread, bro. They sitting there, I'm helping each other. Do whatever they got to do.
yep,
They getting the shit done. But meanwhile,
yep.
like I'm saying, like with these, like I'm starting 9 to 5 again. My wife has a job too, but it's a little bit more like secure or whatever. She's doing a
Mm,
little bit more. She's not really like punching the clock like that. But
mm,
I'm just like, man, these 9 to 5s, they don't give a damn about you really. At least it's hard to find one that's like really secure. And it's like more and more you're seeing less and less people that have like, oh, I've been at this spot for 20 years. And that's why when you see them on Facebook, it's so like, oh man, this guy just got $10,000 for working at Burger King for 15 years. And you're like, yeah, because people don't do that shit no more.
People don't do it. No, because people don't do
People
it
be
anymore.
leaving
Point
that
blank.
shit.
Like people have realized that they're not going to work. They're not going to work jobs for subpar wages and not be able to, support them. Like support themselves. Like you
At all.
like we got to a point where people are only being able to be like paying like one bill, or like a rent, your rent or whatever. I've seen people debating whether to feed themselves or feed their children, and they
Yeah,
have a job. I don't
bro.
understand it.
It's
Like
bad, man.
like a couple generations ago, and we've talked about this before, you could afford one job, support a whole family.
Yeah.
There'd be a little bit of struggle there, here and there, but one job supported an entire family. Now everybody in the place needs a job.
Kyle, you know what else is crazy too, bro? And this is like, kind of bringing it back to the entertainment aspect.
So, oh snap! Did he just freeze?
You know, I don't know if we've ever my internet's going tripping a little bit.
Mm,
I gotta get my I got a damn hardwire. I forgot to hook it up. But all right, hopefully I'm all back. Um, but it's crazy that the reason why things are the way they are now is because of advancement.
mm,
And advancement basically, brought us to a place where if you think about bread, right?
yeah.
Okay, bread, like you just said, back in the day, 5 cents or some shit. What changed about bread that made it fucking $3 now? What changed?
I
Nothing.
don't know.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
The,
It's the thing that changed is the availability of the bread,
mm,
the production of the bread, and
mm-hmm.
of course everything else that went into that. Now they're able to make more bread. So now instead of feeding, a neighborhood of 500 people, and
Yep.
then everybody helps the community out. I was going over this shit with my kids, bro. Like just explaining like the basics of the basic, as
Mm,
far as people. And it's like, just selling it. You got, a family, store that was ran by the mom and pops and shit,
Yep.
whatever. And they get their little shipments of bread and flour and yeast and whatever. And it's 500. Then you got a little company down the road that makes all that shit. And, they get their stuff, whatever. They make it by hand. Got workers in there. They're making that shit.
Yep.
Everybody fucking working off each other. But then one little machine. One little machine. We talked AI last week, remember?
Yeah, we talked about AI last week.
One little machine said, hey, I can replace 800 of you motherfuckers and make 5,000 loaves of bread in an hour. Now you paying for the service of the machine. You're not paying people as much. So now all the production costs, and then you might have marketed. And now you got money. Oh man, we got 5,000 loaves of bread. How we gonna move this shit? Oh, we're gonna put some balloons on it, or we're gonna put a bear on it, and this and that.
Yep.
Now you got commercials out the ass. Oh, you want a peanut butter jelly sandwich? We'll take our balloon bread and shit. And I was like, damn, I'm paying $4 for some shit I used to pay 5 cents for.
And all because they're able to push out more like they're able to get a bigger quantity of it.
That's right. I mean? That's right, man.
And like automations is supposed to make jobs easier.
Simpler, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to make jobs easier, but they figure out ways to pay you less because they need less manpower, or you gotta train on the machines. At one point, remember when computers used to be, they would take up an entire room?
Oh yeah.
Yep. They would take up an entire room and do like data analytics and stuff like that, but you still needed people to operate it. Now we were talking about AI. We were talking about AI last week, and what do they need? They still needed computers. They still needed turbines. They still need people to know what they're doing in order for those things to operate and function. But when they can function themselves, it's like, okay, so what now?
Yeah, man, it's an interesting conversation, bro, and it's not the conversation we had for tonight, but I mean, I just thought about it, wanted to open the show with just like how we doing and everything. That's what happened to me today, and it's just crazy how instant my brain just kind of revolted back to like, man, fuck this shit. I'm tired of like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm almost 40. That's not old. It's just, but it is a transition. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no young whippersnapper no more. I'm a little older now. I got a little bit more maturity, but it's like, there's things that you start to learn that you're not going to do as you get younger. James, let me get this internet shit fixed real quick because I see it's going in and out.
Yeah.
But listen, yo,
and I got a lighting situation I got to take care of.
Give me that Wi-Fi cord. Beeline, you know how it is. We gonna get it together. That's how it is. Beeline, listen, as we're getting our lives together with our equipment and stuff, our automation. See Kyle is over here jacking us up. But I want to tell you guys, man, listen, we got a top 5 tonight, and I'm gonna be real fun. I'm gonna really enjoy the top 5 we have. We're doing our top 5 favorite juices, bro. Juices, man. I like when we do the food top 5s, yo. How about you, Kyle? I like when we talk about like the food. It's like food's always relatable.
Food is always nostalgic. That's the
that too. Yes, it's easy to compare it and remember what you did, remember what happened or whatever whenever you got food. So we're doing top 5 favorite juices, man. So definitely feel free to jump in the chat and talk about your favorite juices from any time period right now even. But we do have a watch list for you guys today, and the watch list is going to be very big. Like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about TV shows that's on right now that's coming back. And let's go ahead and dive right into it because I want to see what y'all talking about as far as TV goes. So for the first time in a long time, we have the watch list. Uh-oh, I think my thing went out again. My stuff. There we go. I'm moving.
There we go,
guys. Yeah, so I moved my studio into a different part of my house. I was in the garage, man. The Beeline Studios has been in the garage ever since I started 5 years ago, and upgraded the crap of the garage. But on summertime it gets super hot. Wintertime it gets super cold. I can dig with the cold, but I'm sorry, but that hot shit. Sitting there like it's a sauna? Nah, bro.
And you live in Atlanta too? Come on.
I'm telling you, bro. So we just moved the whole studio, but it is. Let me do that. Well, no, I think you guys heard it. It is the watch list. Time for the watch list, guys. So, Kyle,
Yeah.
I gotta ask you a question, bro.
Stop.
Do you watch TV anymore?
All the time.
All the time. Okay, good, because one of us do. Here's the
Yep.
thing. I love TV. I
Yep.
love TV. I
Mhm.
grew up. One of the things that I love so much that I still preach is that some of the molding that we got was from TV, bro. Growing up in the
Absolutely.
90s and stuff, sitcoms, the different, relatable stories and stuff they used to tell. We've definitely talked about this before.
Yep.
But I was curious to know, like, what is TV looking like now? We know we're streaming a lot more. We know we have a lot more apps and services instead of cable and just channel surfing. So I'm interested. What's everybody watching right now, bro?
TikTok.
that was fast and it was perfectly put. Like,
Man, no, I'm
you said
gonna
that
be
shit
honest.
immediately.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My attention span, I still have enough to watch like a 30-minute to an hour long show.
Yeah,
But I
for sure.
see, I see people like, a bit younger than us or whatever. They well, there's shorts everywhere. You got TikTok clips, you got freaking Facebook and Instagram reels, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And how they get away with just clipping a show and then just putting it on there and just putting it on Facebook or putting on Instagram or whatever, that is beyond me. I was like, are there no rules? Hey, look,
yeah,
all I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this footage of Two Broke Girls or Big Bang Theory, and I'm going to pitch it up. I'm going to pitch it up and only have it within like 30 seconds get to a funny part and then move on to the next thing. That's what I've been
yeah.
seeing a lot. That's what I've been
That's
seeing a
what they
lot lately.
do.
You
Yeah,
know?
sometimes I'm sitting here watching, whether it be like you said, Big Bang Theory or any of that stuff, and you see, I'm on TikTok and I'm sitting there scrolling, and then like a whole 15 minutes of Family Guy will come on, or like a
Yep.
whole 15 minutes of like Tom and Jerry from
Yep.
back in the day, and
Yep.
it's like even though I love it, yeah, I wonder how. Let me put on Big Bang Theory right now or something, 30 seconds of that shit, and they're gonna pull this video down.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
wonder how they got that too. I don't
I
really
have
know.
no like sometimes people will skirt by through the rules by manipulating the footage.
Yeah,
And
that's true. Yeah,
they'll manipulate the footage. They'll add extra music on top of it, or they'll pitch the voice, or they'll pitch the voices up, or they'll add a filter or something to make it like unique to
yeah,
whatever. And that is, and I think that's how they get through the rules.
yeah.
But me, I'd be too afraid to do that, to be honest.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah. No, I'm not, bro. I
saying?
used to be a little bit more reckless when I first started, but yeah, I don't. It's not worth them, killing your content, especially if you're trying to
Nah,
get paid for it. It's definitely not
exactly,
worth it. But
exactly.
so I found this list, and I was looking for like a good list to kind of showcase like what's on TV right now.
Yep.
And I think that this website is giving us a lot. And I'll tell you right now, just off the rip, this everything that's on this page besides wrestling, I don't know none of this shit. So, back in the day, we always revert to back in the day because let's face it, like TV was bumping, yo. Like you had time slots, you had prime time TV, 8 o'clock when everybody
Schedules.
gets off of work, schedules. You knew the schedule, but now it's like shit just comes on. And remember how it was literally like liking to like we talk about all the time, like TGIF and on
Yep.
Fridays, and
The
you come home,
blocks.
yeah,
It,
the
it
blocks,
the blocks. It was an experience. Like I watched the whole YouTube video of somebody documenting, you know, bumpers, like the bumpers
yeah,
in between commercials, the stuff that would get you hyped up for the next show or shows. Now
yeah.
you don't really have that. You have ads in between the shows,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because streaming services have figured out that, yeah, we can charge more if we use
What up,
ads.
B?
What's
Yeah,
going on,
that's
B?
right.
You know?
That's right. You're absolutely right, man. And it's like, I do miss like, the old school TV, but I'll tell you right now, I stream. Like the shows that I like to watch
Yep.
are streamed, talking about watch lists, and I know I've had it on a couple times, but Stranger Things is about to come back this
Yep.
year. I think in October. That's when they'll be doing their final year. I can't wait. Can't wait for that one.
You see how
Um,
they're chopping it, right?
yeah, that's the new shit. And can I hate it? Like, can you hate it with the whole before it was seasons and like
Yep.
you had to wait a year and a half for the
Hmm.
season to come back when it goes off, but you
Yep.
get the full season. So it's like you're able to binge it and know everything that happened. You don't got to wait at all. That's a luxury. But then it's
Fact.
like now they're over here giving you, oh, well, you'll get 2 episodes on Monday, it's 2 episodes next, 2 months from now, and
Yep.
then the last, 5 episodes, a year from now. And I'm like, oh shit. So
Not to mention, like, and I know we probably didn't pay too much attention to it, but as I got older, I started paying attention to the time slot,
yeah.
right? I started paying attention to how long an episode actually is without commercials, right? And
Yeah.
what I've learned with streaming is there is no regulated time. They will give you, like, for example, okay, so Ironheart just premiered on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ironheart
I've
just
heard,
premiered on
man.
Ironheart just premiered on Disney Plus with a 3 episode premiere,
Yeah.
right? I just finished episode 2. I don't care what nobody says. This is a good show, or at least a
Is it?
decent show, or at least
Yeah,
a
because
decent show. You
people
got
are really digging in it, man. They're saying a lot of shit about it.
People are. Here's the thing: people started review bombing before the show even came out,
Yeah, I heard
right?
that too. Just like
So
Superman.
just like Superman, just like there will be the fans out there that will just do it for clicks, that will do it for content, that will do it for controversy, and it brings and it bogs shows down. Like, I'm hearing people say that it's worse than one of their last shows. I'm like, yo, the show barely got started, you know.
Yeah.
But my whole point was, like, looking at how an episode ends. If you look at the time, it'll say an episode ends at 45 minutes. Then the next episode is a whole 50 minutes. Then the next episode is about an hour and a few minutes. Like, okay, you guys, make up your mind.
Make your
Where
mind up and shit.
make your mind. Like, if you take out commercials from a half-hour show, the show is usually like 22 to 25 minutes, right?
Yeah.
But and the same thing with an hour-long show. It's only an hour long because it has commercials in between, so you got to wait. But if you take the commercials out, it's only about 45 to 50 minutes, right?
That's right.
So when I started noticing that now in streaming, it can still be around that time, but have extra time in between. So it's like, okay, there are no regulations here. They just want to see how the show's going to do,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no, you're right. It's a different war, man. And it's like, listen, it's interesting. And I do, I still love watching different things. There's nothing more exciting than when you get like somebody tells you, oh man, listen, you gotta, you ever seen this? And you're like, nah, I never saw that. And they're like, yo, you
yep,
gotta watch it. And then you go and watch it, and you're like, wait a minute, this shit's fucking incredible.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
see that happening a lot on social media now, where
Yep.
people are like, they're saying, "Hey, give me a movie to watch, or what's something on Netflix that I can get into," and people start little groups about it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
lately, man, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't. I don't know if it's just because I've been really busy, but I haven't been hearing about too many things. Yo, let's jump into this real quick because this is something that is on that people are watching.
Yep.
I did watch Daredevil. Have
Yep.
you finished Daredevil? I know we talked about that
Have
before.
not finished Daredevil. I want to, you know what? I want to finish it, but I also want to marathon it. Like,
Yeah, I feel you.
I want to do the full binge, since it is a continuation of the Netflix series. But
Well,
that
it's over now. You
is
could
over
if
now.
you
Yeah,
if you could watch
yep.
it, yeah. Yeah, you could
Definitely.
see every single one.
I jumped into this because because it's only gonna be 6 episodes, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's only gonna be 6 episodes, which to me, putting it out with 3 episodes as the premiere doesn't make much sense. Like, if it's gonna be only 6 episodes, you want to stretch it out a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But one thing I noticed was Disney didn't really put a lot of promotion behind this show until about, like, less than a month before the premiere, right? So, and people noticed this too. Like they started talking about it on TikTok, the ones that were really anticipating it, and they're like, reminder, Ironheart's coming out on this day. It's coming out on June 24th, and and I'm like, okay, so where's the trailer for it? Where's the promotion for it? And then people started noticing like it's not really getting the hype behind it like everything else, because
Yeah.
Disney's putting their money towards, like, say, the Lilo and Stitch live action and other stuff. So,
Yeah, so
you
you
know,
know people going to bitch about that for sure, especially
you know,
anything with race. So you know people running, they running to sit there and get it. Listen, for me, bro, Daredevil was the last one that I watched,
mhm,
and I've kind of been over the damn Marvel shows and shit, man.
mhm,
When I watched even with Loki and stuff, and
yeah,
people said Loki was good, the Winter Soldier and Falcon show. I just couldn't get into that shit, bro. I don't know why it just all felt kind of redundant. Like it was
mhm,
just like it was. I didn't watch Thunderbolts. I heard Thunderbolts was really good, but I just
mhm.
not into it. I am going to watch Fantastic Four though. Fantastic Four looks fucking phenomenal.
Fantastic Four, like, I'm like Thunderbolts I want to see, but because I'm on a budget, I
Yeah,
have to I have to really think about what I'm gonna give my money to.
yeah,
You
for
know,
real.
I have to really think about what I'm gonna give my money to, and things are coming out on streaming quicker.
Yeah, they
So
are.
it's like, do I have to, like, Sinners, for example,
Yeah,
is about to hit HBO Max, and that joint's only been in theaters for like what, a month or two.
man. We went and saw it not that long ago. So yeah, it hasn't been out that long.
And I saw it on digital, right? I saw it on digital for like $19 for for a digital purchase, but then I just read that it's going to be on HBO Max.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
might as
even
well
though it's
wait.
not my particular genre, it still looks like something I should at least watch once. You know what I'm saying? So,
Kyle, I'll be honest with you. I know you a little bit now. Like I think you like it. I think you like it's a
mhm,
lot of culture. I
yeah,
mean, I mean it's kind of horror.
yep.
Um, it's a lot of culture in it. Sinners was a really good movie, yo.
I
The
think like me and Ty, shout out to my lady. We do movie nights,
yeah,
so that might be on my list for a movie night. You know?
yeah. I think it's worth it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna go crazy when it does hit HBO Max. It was a really good movie. I enjoyed it, but yeah, man. I mean, that's definitely there's always going to be movies that everybody want to watch. I really want to know what TV is everybody watching because, like we're talking about, man, I just got rid of cable, yo. I just got
Yeah,
rid of cable. I think I
yeah.
told you guys last
You
week.
just got rid of cable. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I told you guys last week, and it's like when I really realized that I'm over here paying a shitload of money. When I talk about me watching TV, I'm
Yeah,
watching Family Feud every damn day. I'm
yeah.
watching which I love. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm a
I watch
subscriber of their
wrestling.
YouTube channel. I will watch, like, they got clips, and they'll put like marathons of specific episodes on their
Oh,
YouTube channel.
really?
And the funny thing is, and I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. You're good. I didn't know that they did that. That's actually that's
The
awesome.
Okay, so the funny thing is, speaking of TV, right? If you are subscribed to certain distribution channels, right? If you are subscribed to like certain distribution channels, like if you're subscribed to ABC, CBS, or Shout Factory, or one of the, like,
Yeah,
what they call boutique labels, what they
yeah.
will do is some people will just put their content out there for free and have it streaming like 24/7. And what I haven't
Mm,
figured out is, how do you have multiple streams at the same time, right?
mm.
Like,
Listen,
if you want to have, if you want to watch, like, they're about to put Power Rangers in 4K, you know?
mm,
So
that's what I want to see. I want
if
to see
I,
some Power
so,
Rangers, bro.
it's like, yo, you want to watch Power Rangers over here? You want to watch the original 1987 Ninja Turtles cartoon over here? You can do that right here. You want you it'll be just like changing the channel on a remote, you know?
Bro, they have like you're saying they have all that.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying a couple of shows ago, like when we were talking about streaming. Literally, you can watch. That's why I'm saying, like, this is the whole point, Beeline. Like, I
Yeah.
wanted to find out what the hell is everybody like watching because we do have a lot of TV, bro. What's on TV? Like, you still get the shows every now and then. Like, here's an example right here. Because
Yep.
there's 700 of these fucking shows right here.
Yeah.
If it's not Law and Order,
Yep.
SVU, it's
Yep.
this shit, the Criminal Minds. Like,
Yep.
there's a million of these fucking.
And it's still
Like,
going
who's
on.
watching these, yo?
It's still going on. But like Law and Order has been
Crazy,
going.
bro.
Law and Order has been going on for so long.
Like 40 years, yo. It's like
Yeah.
older than me.
But I think, but what I would later find out later in life is they take a lot of they get a lot of their inspiration for their shows from real life events.
I guess
So
that's why.
I'm like, okay, so that's how you're getting so much, that's how you're getting
Content.
so much content. 40
Yeah.
years worth of stuff, and it doesn't even seem like they missed a beat. You know what I
For
mean?
real. For
You
real.
know,
This is what I'm watching. I'm watching Raw. I'm
you
watching
watching Raw?
SmackDown. I'm
Hmm.
watching wrestling. Now they put it on Netflix. I mean, no, it's just so much easier to watch. And that was one of my determining factors of getting rid of cable. I'm not gonna lie. One of the reasons I had it because I love watching wrestling.
Wrestling.
So it's like, once I found out it was on, I can't wait for them to move SmackDown over. I hope that they do. AEW, I can watch AEW on HBO Max.
Hmm.
The night after or whatever. I'm not missing anything when it comes to cable, bro.
No, you're not. The only thing is, like, well, aside from like whatever package you have, because even though even though it's like, yeah, I unplugged, I no longer have cable or whatever, right? You're still paying for stuff with like
Yeah,
ads all over, and now they're putting ads
that's
on
right.
every freaking thing. So
Oh yeah,
it's pretty much just like cable again, except you have more of a choice of when you watch
yeah,
something, you know?
yeah, yeah. That's right. Another thing that I know that I want to watch when it comes back is The Boys. I know they just wrapped
Mm.
their last season up. Have you watched that?
I've only watched, like, once again, I've only watched clips, and my
Yeah,
sister and my sister and my bro-in-law, they both like, my bro-in-law is he's a huge nerd just like me, right?
yeah,
So they'll have like their shows that they watched together, and one of the things was The Boys. Me being a superhero fan, they thought I was already on it, but I
yeah.
have here's my conundrum. I'm also an anime fan.
That's
So
right.
my list is huge, and my boys are always recommending me shows, and sometimes I get to them and sometimes I don't, because there's so much out there that it's
Yeah.
like, hey, I haven't, like, you ever rewatch a show and you realize, oh, wait a minute, these people, not the actors, but the characters, man, they are bad people. Like, you ever watch,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you ever rewatch a show and then you have a totally different opinion on
yeah.
the
Different outlook.
character?
Yeah, and it's weird that stuff like that happens, but like you say, like you rewatch movies, you rewatch a whole bunch of things, and you get different outlooks on it. You
Yeah,
you grow, you mature, you go through different situations, so it's
yeah,
like you can see something completely different, especially from when you're younger.
facts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that happens a lot. One thing that I haven't been able to get into that I used to be so into when I was younger, man,
yeah.
was like the American Idols and stuff, like the singing
Oh,
shows and everything.
you like the singing contests?
I
Okay.
love those, but I mean, I can't watch The Voice. I can't watch American Idol. It just seems overdone. Like, remember how
Yeah,
fun American Idol used to be, bro? Like watching
yeah.
the especially the beginning when everybody was
When you're
trying
watching the
out.
auditions, yeah,
Bro, listen, man.
yeah. That
Was
was
there
like a
anything funnier than them
that was
people
like a
getting up
family
there and
event.
wasting their fucking time?
That was like a family event. Like, at the time, I was when the first time I watched a full season of American Idol, I was living with my mom, my sister, and my grandmother, and we were all really watching it together before we went to bed. 2004 was the last time, like 2000. No, I think it was 2003 to 2004 was the last time I watched American Idol. And that was probably because I didn't really like, it was either that or go to bed, like, so I just got into it based on that. But I'm like, every generation has had a contest, like contest shows. But one thing that's getting bloated is reality TV. Okay. This we we are saturated with excellent TV and movies nowadays. Yep. I gotta agree, cuz. Yeah. No. I gotta agree. But me and my cousins, we stay talking about this stuff all day, you know? And I think, hey B, did you get muted again?
My bad. I forgot to click the thing. I changed the plug, but I'm gonna figure that why that shit does that one of these days. But
Mm,
now I'm a little bit more secure. But yeah, no, you guys are absolutely right. Like I was saying the same thing. Thinking I was talking with you, but yeah, man, it's just like there is a lot of stuff to watch. I'll never the reality TV. You can forget about it. I am a fan though. I am a fan. I can't lie. I was watching Jersey Shore. I was watching, a couple of them. Well,
You from Jersey. Did you actually like
it,
did that really depict the culture,
no,
you
hell
know?
no, no, no,
No.
no, no. I mean, you got to think of it like this, bro. Listen, I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey,
Mm,
and it ain't shit Guido or anything about that. I'm from the fucking hood, bro. Newark and all that shit. Come on, nah,
mm,
nothing is Guido or Italian at all. But where they had it at the Jersey Shore, Seaside Heights, man,
mm,
and there I don't even know if it's really like that over there, but it's just like that's just such a mixing pot of people because
mm,
it's summertime. Like everybody goes to the boardwalk to the beach, and that's the closest beach. So you live anywhere in central Jersey, unless you live in northern Jersey's going to like Atlantic City or whatever, and or whatever. Some going to down further is Wildwood and stuff like that. So it's
mm.
it's different areas. It's pretty much just wherever you're at, going to the
I
closest beach.
remember at the peak of this show's popularity, I was dating a girl from Jersey,
Uh
right?
oh.
Like my first serious relationship was with an Italian girl from Jersey,
Oh
right?
shit.
And I remember going to her place once, and like that just happened to be on,
Yeah.
and I think they got both a little offended about the depiction, but also they laughed at the goofiness of it. So it was like a balance thing. I didn't really get into it at all. Like I was like, okay, I'm happy for them. I do not get what's going on with Snooki, but
Yeah.
but it was, when she explained how she got her name, I'm like, oh, you know what? Okay, that makes sense.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't start liking Jersey Shore until I moved to Georgia. And it's crazy as it sounds, but I remember when that shit came on, I was just like everybody, "Well, get the fuck out. I ain't watch this bullshit." But then I moved to Georgia,
uh,
and they were probably on like maybe like season 4 or some shit like that at
mm,
this time, whatever.
yep.
And I was just sitting home one day or whatever, and I didn't do much when I first moved down here because I didn't know anybody. And I saw Seaside. I saw Seaside Heights. I'm like, I fucking love Seaside. It's my favorite place in the world almost.
Hmm.
And just like the homesick part of it was like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to go to. And I started watching it, and
Aw,
then I kind of just caught on with it. And then after that, it was like, okay, they fighting and shit. All right, let's see what's up.
because it kind of made
It got
you.
me, bro.
It got you because it got you in the feels, because it's like, man, I miss home.
Yeah, yeah, that's really
Yeah.
why I started watching it. No bullshit. But
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know, bro. I mean, but saying that, like, even with that, like, but reality TV shows, basketball wives, hip hop husbands, and all this other shit, I'm just not a fan, bro.
Eh,
It's so tacky and corny. It's just not fun. Like, and but like you said, bro, this is the stuff that's on TV now that people are watching.
yeah.
It's
I
not
mean, I'm
like,
not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I did, get on the early 2000s, because there was so many that were coming out. This the early 2000s reality TV hype train. I was on that. I was on the Flavor of Loves. I was on
oh yeah,
the.
yeah, yeah, we
I
were
was,
too.
you know what I'm saying? I
We
was
were too.
on the a little bit of the Rock of Love. Hogan Knows Best.
Yeah.
That stuff. That brain rot. I was on that for a while. I even loved Ice and Coco, you know?
Oh man,
And
I love New York.
I love
There
New
was a
York.
whole
I,
bunch of
I
them
love
shits,
New
man.
York, man.
Yeah.
But it just showed me we love drama.
Drama.
We
Drama and
love to
problems.
see people acting a fool, even if it's even if it's manufactured. We just
Yeah.
love to see people acting a fool. We don't want to see people being smart and being like, and being peaceful and being okay with each other. Nah, we want to see somebody get hit. We want to see
Yeah.
somebody get spat on. We want to see somebody fighting over whatever. You know what
The
I'm saying?
craziest, creepiest looking people in the damn world.
It don't
But
it don't make any sense.
what's some other stuff that people is really watching right now, bro? Like, besides you, we cover some things. I guess on TV you got like Criminal Minds
Yep.
and all like those shows. I mean, there's still the Voice and
Yep.
all these. They coming out with a new reality show on Fox, like The Snake or some shit. Like all these weird ass shows that just like the people are just, I guess
They
they're
got you
able to
rooting for the
win.
villains. They got you rooting for the
Yeah,
villains. They went.
it's I don't know, bro. I mean. And then you have what's the other one? Jungle Love or whatever they have, Love
uh
Island or whatever,
oh, Love
Paradise
Island.
Island.
Yeah, and when I find out okay, one time I almost caught on to Love Island, but
Oh
but
man, Kyle,
it
we losing Kyle, y'all. We got to get him back.
man,
Ninja Turtles or
no.
some shit. Bring something. We real in this motherfucker.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hello,
You good?
you good? Can you hear me?
You good? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. You good?
Oh man, I see. This is gonna be an all night thing. All right, Meta.
We
Okay.
struggling. We struggling over here. We
Mhm.
trying. We trying, y'all.
Oh
But
man.
you said you got caught. You almost got wrapped up in the Love
I
Island
almost
or
got
whatever.
wrapped up in the Love Island, but
Uh-oh.
because now we got deals from from places around the world, so I got caught up
Yeah.
on like Love Island. There was a Love Island Australia. I found out Love Island originated in the UK, right? So I started watching a little bit of that, and then I watched the one in the US, and I'm like, okay, what I would like to see in these crazy pseudo reality shows, since we're so open now,
Mm-hmm.
I want to see different people from different places experiencing each other's culture, and you're trying to date them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, I mean, you got 90 Day Fiance and all that.
oh no no no,
That's
oh that,
another. That's another. I watched that shit. I watched 90
oh
Day
man,
Fiance all
I
day, bro.
Oh man, I tried watching this. Okay,
Yeah,
because at the time when I was like really single, I was kind of envious. So I was like,
yeah,
okay, so I'd be watching the 90 Day Fiance and then seeing how bad they do some of these people though. Like,
bro.
man, are you serious? They,
Yo,
they they spend so much time and money and effort trying to make a relationship work, and you got gold diggers come out here, and then years later you would hear the term passport bro, and I'm like, oh look, I'm done.
yo,
Yeah.
but that's the thing, Kyle. This shit is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about it for real. Like, 90 Day Fiance. Now they've had some crazy ass stories, man. Like you see Ed and like these guys and these women, they go to these countries or whatever, and some of these
Yep.
countries are just like, shit poor. They're trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? We all know that there's a possibility that's a scam, but think about it, bro. One thing that I saw was like beautiful ass women, bro,
Mm-hmm.
going from these other countries that don't have much money, and then
Yep.
they go and they're and these freaking really goofy looking guys over here just racking them up and look at my man. Like I'm saying, like everybody's just chilling, and you go get
Yep.
a supermodel and shit because she need bread.
Yep. That's a it's
It's
a very
crazy.
it's crazy because it actually happens. Like yes, this is played up for for TV, but sometimes you get those couples and they actually make it,
Yeah,
and
yeah, for real.
and it's like okay, so like one show I actually wasn't all that surprised about that I ended up watching was Married at First Sight, right?
Yeah, that shit too. Yeah,
You know what I
damn, they
mean?
got some crazy ass shows. Look, America, look what y'all watching, yo. I'm glad
Look
we
at
talking
what
about
you
this shit.
like, and that
Y'all
and that
watching
is
crazy shit, yo.
and they measure each other, and they measure people's compatibility using science, or supposedly what they say, and it's like some of these couples surprise me, and others they end up really making it, and
It's
it's
crazy.
and it's like, okay, big ups, like big ups to you. Like I remember this one couple where where the guy was like conventionally okay looking, and then the girl, she looked like what you think she's gonna look like, right? And she was like, she was not attracted to the man physically at all until she
Yeah.
got to really know him. And now
Hmm.
they got like 2 kids, you know?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? It's like it's weird because it's like it kind of gives like that possibility. It's like
Yeah.
these people are finding different reasons to kind of want to, be with each other.
Hmm.
And it almost can kind of make you question, like, man, we over here, we do all this crazy, stuff or whatever, and we have to go through all of this shit just to, try to be engaging to each other, whether it be
Yep.
makeup or all this other stuff. You don't fart in front of somebody for an hour, and
Hmm.
but then it's like you literally figure out that, damn, okay, this is all a persona we're putting on these first 3 months that we're talking to each other, and then
Hmm.
you start to realize the real person that you're dealing with.
Yep.
Then 2 months down, 2 months in, 6 months in, you're over here like, man, I ain't dealing with this shit. Now I'm getting to know this real person. But these people, they immediately see, hey, listen, I'm not really into you. And then you start talking because they're forced in this predicament. And now all
Yep.
of a sudden they're finding different things they like about each other. Like, oh man, he can, improve my lifestyle. I can help him do this. And they work as a partnership together.
And
It's
that's
crazy.
it. And that's it.
Yeah,
It's a partnership. You've been together with with your wife for years,
that's
right?
right. Yep.
So and you guys are a team. And
Yeah.
that's what, and that's what some people are really looking for. But then others are out here and they're seeing how crazy it is, and they're like, that ain't for me. Bye-bye. Or
Yeah,
they'll
man.
go,
Yeah.
like, so
It,
hey.
it's hard. It's a hard thing when you're talking about like, and some people will be like, TV shows are making fun and like kind of mocking like, marriage and wedding, lifestyle and everything. And it's kind of like a joke now. And
Mhm.
yeah, listen, it's a legit argument. You could definitely have an argument for it. But at the end of the day, it's just like some parts of it are added, like, realities of what is possible now. You can
Yeah.
make a show and two people can fall in love that never ever would have ever talked to each other in the world
Mhm.
before. So you got to take the yin with the yang, man. You can't just,
Yeah.
deem it a bad thing. But
Oh
that's
yeah.
interesting, bro. I didn't think we were going to talk about 90 Day Fiance. Is definitely something people watching. People watching, I guess. So I guess people still are watching some TV, man. I mean, there's still stuff out there.
There's still stuff out there. Like I watch like, okay, I'll tell you one thing that I watched with my grandmother that I never caught myself watching before, but now I kind of get it. And that was we were watching the tiny houses, right?
I love shit like that. I
The
love shit like that. So
the
yeah,
tiny houses. I'm like, you know what? I could fit in one of those. I
yeah.
could
Bro.
look with the way the economy with the way the economy is. Okay, I could probably do a tiny house. I'm only one person, and
I'm telling you,
and maybe get my love to move in. I don't know, but
yeah,
we could make a tiny house work.
yeah.
Shoot.
Especially if you don't have any kids. Like I've said it on here multiple times, man. I would, when my kids get older, shit. Unless I have a house that I've already got paid off, man, who knows? I might just give it to them and be like, yo, me and my wife. I told her a million times, like, we can go rent us a damn RV and
Yeah.
just be out. Just be out, man. I don't want to. Ain't nobody trying to be like you said, just stuck paying bills and doing the same old shit for us. Nah, bro. I'll
Mm-mm.
sleep in Walmart parking lots and just have my RV and travel the fucking country like
Oh, you
with
could see
no
yourself
problem.
living that van life. You want to live that
Yes,
van? Okay.
bro. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like literally, if I have, let's just say, just to put it in full perspective so you can see it.
Yep.
I got the beeline. Oh man, something popped off and the beeline worked out for me. I'm literally just making shows the rest of my life.
Yep.
I got sponsors. I got this. I got that. I'm getting paid. I don't need much. I got a RV. I got my wife. I got a dog. My kids doing what the fuck they do in their life. They
They check
successful.
in. They check in regularly. Like, Dad, we good?
Yeah,
Come visit. You know.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna pay for land everywhere. Nah, bro. I saw this. I saw this TikTok earlier, and it was basically saying like, oh, buying a house is a scam. The Learning Channel. The Learning
The,
Channel. Okay,
the,
never
it has
fails
never
to
been the
deliver
oh
crazy
man.
shows.
I talk about this with Babe all the time. The Learning Channel has not been the Learning Channel for years.
Oh,
right?
TLC you talking about?
TLC.
I'm thinking
You
the
get what I'm
learning.
saying?
What the
You
fuck
see,
is
you
that?
don't even remember it being called the Learning Channel.
Nah,
You just remember it being called TLC. That's it.
yeah, TLC
That's it.
hoarders,
Before they
hoarders and
had
pimple poppers,
Dr. Pimple Popper and Weird Sex and all that stuff.
botched.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Fucking crazy.
they had science shows, they had reading shows, they had all these educational shows, but then it turned into like cheap reality shows. Now they did have
Yeah,
stuff that's educational. Like I watched My Strange Addiction, and
bro, listen,
dude,
that's another wild one right there. We watch crazy shit, yo. No wonder we're all fucking crazy.
man,
The internet didn't do this to us. We've been watching
no,
crazy shit.
we 90s kids. Okay.
Yeah, we wild.
We
We just
vegged out
wild.
in front of the TV when we had a chance. So
That's
it's,
right. We did.
you know, oh man. But
Oh,
now you really want drama or whatever. Just watch somebody on TikTok's gonna say something foul. It's gonna make it
yo,
online, and
bro.
yeah.
Like nothing. Every day you can watch it, something new. We can watch. We see the thing that's crazy is we've been watching reality shows that haven't really been reality shows, but now we're literally watching reality shows.
Reality shows. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is
I don't care, and I don't care what you say. I mean, it's porn, it's everything. Because I'm not scared to talk about it either. I like the fucking like the real stuff. I don't want to see the production with the lights and all of the bullshit. I want to see the real people who's actually it's real life, and it's like it's engaging. It's more engaging because you know it's not a production. You know it's real.
right.
So it's like being able to see some of the things that you watch on TikTok, whether it be cooking, whether it be, I don't want to see the big kitchen with Emerald and his audience and shit. I want to see the motherfucker who opened his refrigerator and he pulls out some mustard and some cheese and a hot dog, and he make the best hot dog you ever seen in your life. And you like, damn, I ain't never made a hot dog like that in my house. Some regular shit.
Man,
Now you trying it,
let me tell you something. Tell me why my feed is full of big back content.
bro, all day.
Like I'm getting earlier today, I saw somebody barbecue a cow's freaking leg. It looked it looked like something straight out the Flintstones, bro. Okay. And it looked
to
good
move
too.
in.
It
I
looked
bet.
good too.
Shit.
Man.
Yeah, man. Listen, I love that. The Food Network. Listen, bro, and you say Food Network, but I don't mean Food Network. I mean, I love Chopped and Man versus Food and Diners, Drive-ins, and
I used
Dives.
to love Man versus Food on the Travel Channel.
I
was
love
like,
Man versus Food.
That was my thing, and like going to travel in different restaurants and stuff. That's how I learned how crazy McDonald's franchises were in different places.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And now you got the guys on TikTok that go drive around and they eat in their car. There's a fucking million people eating in their car, and they give good food reviews. They're blowing up restaurants, bro. If it isn't what's his name? The damn, why can't I think of his name right now? The kid. He talks. I can't. I'm sorry. No disrespect, bro. What the fuck is his name? He put this. Me and my family.
Oh, Lee. Yeah. I know. No, I know him.
Keith Lee. Yeah. Keith Lee. No, is it Keith Lee? I think it's Keith Lee.
He's a good. It's like the way.
Me and my family went to the store and we went to the thing. So tomorrow we're gonna go to the like this motherfucker from space.
Zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo.
I like his edits. I like his
shit
edits.
Is good. Shit is good.
I like his edits. As an editor, though, it's like when you see somebody do like a nice edit or a nice cut, I'll look at productions more than anything else.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, the videos and everything.
I even do that same thing with porn.
Yo, look how fucking freaking off here.
I will sit there
poor
like,
edit
hey,
scenes.
Like, hold on, I can still hear the director in the background. I'm out.
Oh, listen, bro. Listen, I don't want none of that shit. I don't want none of that pre-rehearse. You in porn rehersal and shit. Ain't nobody got time for this.
Like, don't tell me what to do. Like, mute yourself. I don't need to hear you over them. Good. I don't need to.
Yeah, doing audio work and shit. I'm straight.
Come on, Jack. It's bad enough. Can we just?
I don't want no parts of it, yo. But yeah, so that was a fun ride. I'm hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I still don't really know what the hell everybody watching, but I know we all watching something. We watching a lot of streaming. You're watching the Marvel shows apparently, so you can bitch about them, and of course we watching movies. And everybody watching Criminal Minds, bro. We were looking at that thing, Kyle. That thing said 540 episodes or some shit like that.
And
Bro.
still going.
And counting.
And
Crazy.
still going.
CSI Miami, CSI California, CSI. Come on. How many people you going to murder, bro?
I
You
don't
got to
know.
find them motherfuckers by now, right?
Hey, The Simpsons has been on for almost 40 years, bro.
Did you see the latest? And that was another reason why I wanted to talk about this. But you saw the Simpsons. They had just like killed off Marge or something, didn't they?
I think it was like in a future episode. You know, so
yeah, they showed her death.
Man, that and my thing, I'm wondering because I love these.
What's up, Danielle?
Love these characters, but it's like, you know, there have been members of the cast that have died. So it's like, how long do you think they can go? And then they just got 4 more seasons.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, we're gonna be old and gone before, and the Simpsons still gonna be on.
Yep,
shit is insane. It was an episode set in the future.
Future. And oh no, and I don't know if I, Rick, I don't know if I talked to you about this, bro, but like every time I see a future episode, I'm trying to figure out where it actually fits in the timeline because it's episodic, right? And that's another thing with cartoon shows. We went from episodic shows to more plot-driven shows, right? So I want to know where would this fit? Like, which one would be the most logical future for the Simpsons family?
See, the crazy part is also though is that the Simpsons is a goofy cartoon, and they can do any kind of stupidness where Homer dies and he dies for a month, and then all of a sudden, like, it's a Halloween episode, and then aliens bring him back to life, and now he's really Homer and he's back. It's like anything can happen. That's almost my point. Like when everybody be arguing about comic books and shit, I'm like, bro, listen, anything can happen, yo. I was thinking about this shit is crazy, but I'll be playing like, old video games and stuff like that or whatever. And I'm like, all right. And I love doing the cheats like on old Sega games, where fucking invincibility. And I just enjoy myself. But it's like, if I'm playing Batman Returns and I'm playing this Batman, that version of Batman that I'm playing, that's got the cheats on, this motherfucker's invincible. He can't be killed. So if I'm like, yo, Batman's the strongest person in the world, and you're like, no, he's not, I can turn it. And I'm like, no, I'll prove to you, bitch. I played with him last night. Motherfucker, he was a power of 1 billion. And I'm like, yo, you argue with me now because you're doing the same shit. Because, I get it. It's story, but it's like people take it too far sometimes. And it's like literally anybody that you argue with, Superman, Batman, Goku, whoever, bro. At the end of the day, there's a version of that motherfucker that's the strongest thing that ever touched, anything.
Yeah, and that's true, because you have to like Superman and Batman have been around for decades, right? Those are legacy characters, and in order for them to stay relevant, you gotta either reboot them, make them stronger, or like Superman has been nerfed I don't know how many times, or given so many superpowers depending on the medium he's in, you know what I'm saying? Like in the animated series back in the day, they had to make him they had to make him not as strong as his counterpart, so he made sense within the world. But that's what you got to do. And Goku, as a Dragon Ball fan, I have to say, like, okay, how much stronger can you get before you know what I'm saying?
That was one of the things that bothered me about like Dragon Ball, bro, because it was like every time I would talk to somebody or I would watch something. I remember watching an episode in I was doing laundry one day and they had it on. It just came on. And I watched the whole episode. And Goku was fighting. I think now that I know I think it was Vegeta.
Yeah.
And it was like the moves were so powerful that everything they did was like blowing up the planet. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
So we gonna just keep going to planets and fighting each other. Like every single fight you have is a planet is destroyed. I'm like, there's gonna be nothing left. It's like no point.
Exactly. And now you're fighting. Now they're fighting gods. Now they're fighting, now they're fighting gods and other beings from other dimensions, let alone other planets. So you have to keep raising the stakes, and that is the thing, like, because it's still popular,
Your favorite can't beat everybody. Facts
Yep.
over feelings in a big way. Yeah, no, it's true, man. Even I had to kind of face facts. I love the Hulk, man, the Incredible Hulk, and I grew
Yep.
up like Hulk is strongest there is, bro. And they definitely have, entertained that, But at the same time, even I know, like there's a lot of people out there that would fucking nerf Hulk. Not as bad as fucking Marvel did, in the movies, but they made that. I mean, be for real, like raging out fucking green world breaker Hulk.
Yep.
We never saw that depiction in any type of way.
That
One
is
of the
nuts.
best Hulk depictions was Hulk versus, and then when he versed Wolverine, of course, but when
Yep.
he versed Thor and he was
Mhm.
destroying Asgard because Loki was using him,
Mhm.
bruh, that shit was legendary, man.
Man.
That shit
Yeah.
was legendary. But
Man.
Kyle, man, we a little bit past the hour, and if you guys watch the Beeline Entertainment, then if we get past that hour mark, it is time for the top five. I gotta make a slide, bro.
Mhm.
Top five. We got the top five coming up next, and as we told you earlier, we are going to do your top five favorite juices, baby. This is juice that you drink. Now, there's technically not any rules, really. You can say any kind of juice. I was trying to be more productful. Like, I wanted
Yep.
to really say a product, not
Yep.
just, hey, I like grape juice. Hey, I like orange. Okay, well, give me a product, bro. But Kyle, this is gonna be a fun one. All right.
Yep.
I guess I'll go first. I think you went first last time.
Yep.
What you got, Rick? Rick said unhinged Hulk is unbreakable. I'm telling you, man, the crazy Hulk without Banner when they separate and
Mhm.
Hulk is just loose. Yeah, bro, come on. We ain't seen that depiction. Hulk go in. But all right. So my number five, and I didn't
Mhm.
write any of this down, so I'm gonna have to write it down and pull up pictures as we go. But that's fine because that's what I do. Nope. See, that's from last week's. I didn't do my work. My
Mm.
number five, I think a lot of people can relate to this because it was something that's popular. It's still popular, but I want to talk about when it really, really, really was popular, and that is Gatorade, baby.
Oh. Mm.
Let's go. Let's go. We about to do
Yep.
nostalgia in this bitch. Gatorade. Now, for those who were born in 2000, maybe 2005 and all that stuff or whatever, even maybe 1999 a little bit.
Mhm.
Oh, my shit is creeping out again. Man, my stuff is going crazy. I'm gonna get it all situated though this week. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm off, so I'm gonna be doing nothing but beeline work. So you guys will be here. But I'm gonna keep talking. All right, so
Mhm.
Gatorade, bro. I don't know if you guys remember, but Kyle, what's your experience with Gatorade? You like it, to love it?
Love it. I loved it as a kid a lot. My favorite was the red fruit punch in the green because I always liked red. I always liked the red and green. Didn't play much. I didn't play much sports.
Yeah,
So and that's where I would and that's where I would see it the most. But yeah, you give me a I see a vending machine with some Gatorade in it, I would go straight for it.
all
You know.
day, all day.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, like of course, like I'm talking about, let's go all the way back to like 1992, 1991. Like I liked Gatorade when it had the glass bottles. I like Gatorade. Look at me, I'm over here. What's it called? But I like
What you got a
Gatorade when it
twin?
was back in the day, bro. You still hear Echo?
Oh man, I saw two U's for a hot second.
Yeah. I'm really editing now. It's like
Uh,
making twins over here.
mm-hmm.
No, but one thing that you had with Gatorade was, of course, sports, man. And
Yep.
this is back when we were, looking at the legends, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? These guys were drinking Gatorade, and it made it the coolest shit in the world, man. The commercials were legendary. And remember those like those black and white commercials, and they would just have like the color would be the juice, and then of
Yep.
course the lightning strike.
Yep.
Bro, Gatorade was fucking fun. You go to a gas station. I remember when they came out with blue glacier freeze, and
Mm.
that shit used to be so good.
Mm.
But what happened? What did they do? They changed it. Now it's all just it tastes like just regular juice, man.
Yeah, because I think
Regular.
what it was is like each one of the things that we grew up on that still that's still around that they had to change. They had to change because the regulations of like sugars and all this other
Yeah.
stuff in it even though it still has crap in it. Don't let's not kid ourselves.
That's
They had
right.
to they had to change it up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I miss that classic Gator. I miss that taste of juice and water. It wasn't even like it was like, it wasn't even like the greatest sugary, shit. It
Yep.
was just literally, it just had a unique kind of flavor. And a lot of people didn't like it because of that, but I loved Gatorade because of it.
Mm,
But
yeah.
yeah, that's my number 5, man. All right, I'm excited to hear your number 5, Kyle.
Okay, number 5. This was a staple in a lot of households. Kool-Aid.
Listen, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be matching on this list right here.
Look,
I mean, I'm pretty
Kool-Aid.
sure.
I had to think
Kool-Aid,
about it. Like, what's my number 5? It's Kool-Aid.
yeah, Kool-Aid is legendary, bro. There's no doubt about it.
I
What? So
haven't had
what?
it in years, but
No, you haven't.
haven't had it in years. No, I mostly drink like tea and fruit juices. You know.
Okay.
Mm,
Well, let's talk. So
yep.
what flavor Kool-Aid are we talking though? Are we
Red.
talking just the red? Come on, reset it too fast. Like you was ready
Red
for it.
cherry. The cherry.
Cherry Kool-Aid. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. If you from the hood, you got to make Kool-Aid and you got to do it just like you make everything else. First
Yep.
off, you making, like you said, you got red, you got grape, you got
Yep.
orange, you got watermelon. They
Watermelon.
they started coming out with like black cherry and shit like that later. But
Black cherry is dope.
if you
Like,
doing like the today flavors, you got to get that blue lagoon, blueberry lemonade, that
mm-hmm.
makes it that crystal blue color.
Mm.
Woo! Like you Walter White, and they got the the blue ice.
Yeah.
That shit good, bro. And if you
Yeah.
from the hood and you make some fucking Kool-Aid, you
Mm-hmm.
get in the old gallon water jug or the
Yep.
water jug with the lid,
With
and
the
you
lid and the spout. Yep. Mm-hmm.
all day, bro. Pouring sugar. 2 packs. If you make Kool-Aid with anything less than 2 packs, I don't know. You
You didn't
making
know like there was no
flavored water.
measuring. There was no
There's no
measuring.
measuring.
You just,
Measuring. You used a whole bag of sugar, brand new, and you drank that shit in fucking one sitting. You understand? You
or
drank that
no,
shit
no.
in one
Since
dinner,
it's the summertime, I gotta mention this again. When you had that cousin that was selling ices out the house.
bro. Listen, yo, genius.
Genius,
Do
freeze
we
up a cup of
hustlers,
Kool-Aid.
bro? Freeze up a cup of Kool-Aid, put that shit in a little plastic cup, take a plastic spoon outside, sell that shit for $1 on a hot day. Listen, bro,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
that's a come up right there. If you don't know how to make money no more, bro, Kool-Aid is. That's gonna be on my list. I'll just let y'all know, but it's further down. Kool-Aid is good. All right, number 4. I had to think about this list too. Me and my wife helped me come up with my list.
Yep.
Number 4, not Dragon Ball Z. See, we going back to last week. Number 4 for me. This probably gonna jog some memories too.
Yep.
Fruitopia, baby. This
Oh, that's a
is,
throwback.
bro. I used to love. For some reason, whenever I think Fruitopia, I think vending machines. Like
Yeah.
this is the one juice that you always saw in the bottle,
Yep.
and not a can, not a squeezed juice box or anything. This was always in the 20-ounce bottles, right next to all the sodas and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And man, they had funky flavors, but amazing taste, bro. Were you big on these, Kyle?
I remember being like, yo, the crazy thing was, yeah, you're right. The vending machine, because it was wrapped. It was
Yeah,
wrapped all around the vending machine, and it had
exactly.
that funky, twisty logo. Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked it. I didn't drink it as much as other stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but I did like it. You know.
bro. Fruitopia used to be the shit, man. And then you go, they had like the blue. I don't care what it is, yo. Any juice that you get, if it's blue, it's good. I don't care. I don't know what it is, but it's just like the blue flavor always is something good as hell.
Mm,
Now, the one that is a hit or miss is usually the orange or the yellow flavor one. That shit can be
I
something
concur. I
weird,
concur. Yeah.
like guava or something. What the fuck do I look like? I'm not a sea lion or whatever the fuck these things eat. But But when you go, you get the red
Yeah.
Fruitopia. It was a lot of sugar. It definitely tasted, but it had a unique taste. It didn't taste like everything else. That's why I enjoyed it.
Mm.
So yeah, Fruitopia was number 4 for me. I used to love these. I don't even know why they got rid of them. They used to be
Eh.
real. Oh, here go the vending machine right here. Remember that shit? That's
Yep.
classic, bro.
Yep.
That one, that's a 90s staple right there. And of course, the Surge vending machines were 90s
Okay,
staples, bro.
Surge.
All day.
Surge had you bouncing off the walls.
Right. I
That's why
love
they took it.
Surge.
That's when they took it off the shelves.
Yeah, I love Surge, man. Surge
But
was
we
such a damn
fought to
good
get it
soda.
back. Remember
That's
that
right.
campaign that happened a few years back?
Yeah, yeah, they had it. I mean, they still may have it in Burger King's.
Mm.
I know Burger King was like one of the last spots to get rid of it when they had recently brought it back. I don't know why they keep taking it away. Just leave the shit. Like, why is it? You can have 14 fucking Coca-Colas, but you can't have just Surge. Like, I don't understand. All right, Kyle, what's your number 4, man?
High C Ecto Cooler.
Oh man, you taking it back. You got
High
the
C
Ecto
Ecto
Cooler.
Let me tell you something. That it was middle school lunch, and I had to think about it for a hot second. I was like, that was originally to promote freaking Ghostbusters,
Ghostbusters.
and that kept circulating. Like
Yeah, it was
even
good, man.
because Ghostbusters was out in the 80s,
Yeah,
and by the time we were old enough to watch it, they were on Ghostbusters 2. So, but Ecto Cooler just stuck around for like a
yeah.
good and it had to like, and I used to watch the cartoon. The cartoon, like like really, they should have took some ideas from the cartoon for the new movies. I'm just
For
saying,
the
but
movies, oh
for
yeah,
the new movies, I mean, the new movies are fine, but they should have took some ideas from the show. This show was bonkers in the
yeah.
best way, you know.
It really was.
But
And Ecto Cooler, does it say this also? Like Ecto Cooler, you can only drink that shit 2 ways. Either you got the juice pouches,
yep.
which of course you got the juice pouches, or you got the can. The can that your mom had to do the indentions at the top. You had to do one side, and then you had to do another little side so it would flow and it wouldn't
Mhm.
spill everywhere. Bro, how do our mothers know do shit like that? How do they even know? How do you? That's like a scientific discovery that they just made themselves or whatever.
Somebody probably discovered it and then passed it on, you know.
That's right. That's how it goes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But yeah, Ecto
listen.
Cooler definitely.
I don't know if I would do Ecto Cooler out of can, bro. I don't think it would taste the same.
I did. I think I did. Matter of fact, when they brought it back, because
Yeah,
that was another campaign that ended up catching fire. They brought it back, and I remember being at an anime convention, and somebody had some in their mini fridge, right?
really.
So they let me take some. Ironically, while they were filming, right? And they let me take some, and it did bring back memories. It tasted a little different than I remember,
Yeah.
but it still brought back fond memories, you know?
Look how corny they brought it back though. Where's Slimer and like
The promotion's good.
look how boring that they took us from the damn 90s, bro. They robbed us, man. Look how fun. Look at this pack. Look at this pack right here. Got the ghost on it, got the little toy. Then you look
Mhm.
at your mom like, Mom, I want the Ghostbusters juice. It's fucking awesome, Mom. Look. I'm not even done. Look. Even on this little look at this. Slimer's holding it up.
Yep.
Got the juice with the real fruit back there. Like, man, I'm about to kill this. I ain't even reading it. But then
Man,
look what they reduced us to. Look at this shit. Look at this
now
porn.
everything is minimal. Now everything is minimal
Look at
like a
this.
freaking McDonald's, you know?
Like a damn package of you think this was orange juice and shit if you don't know no better.
No.
Come
Mm-mm.
on, bro. Why y'all
It
playing us,
just
man?
like they got the green, they got the logo, but it pretty much it looks plain. It reminds
Plain
me
as
of
hell.
when they like, yeah, like what the Nickelodeon logo used to look like, right?
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
orange splatter, right?
Oh yeah.
Then after a while they rebranded and it just looks like text. That's
Yeah,
it,
bro.
you know?
I'm over it. I'm over it. Trying to take our damn fun and rob us. Rob our childhood. All right, bro. So we got, like I said, I didn't think about this list. I didn't even write it down. Let me see. Number 3. As far as our number 3, let me see. As far as juice, what did we say? I think we said number 3 is going to be. I'm pretty sure this was a tie. Tropicana,
Oh. Mhm.
Tropicana Orange,
Mhm.
and Mott's Apple, bro.
The
No
Mott's.
beating either one. They're the best of each brand. That's my number 3 as far as juice. Tropicana orange juice in the morning and Mott's apple juice. The only one, I think we've had this conversation before. We've definitely talked about this before previously. The
Yep.
only one juice as far as apple juice that is beating Mott's apple juice
Yep.
is but I'm back. Don't worry about it. I'm back. Only one that was beating Mott's apple juice for me
Yep.
is ShopRite in New Jersey. If you from the up north,
Hmm.
ShopRite around you, ShopRite apple juice is probably some of the greatest apple juice you will ever find. I love it, bro. It's so damn good.
Mm.
Tropicana orange and Mott's apple. I gotta take for third place. How you
Mm.
feel, Kyle?
Ah man, okay. So for number 3, this is all pretty much coming from the same brand, okay? But
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now, and it just I gotta oh man. So you gotta look this up. It's from BJ's, aka Wellesley Farms Mango Passion Fruit, the organic mango passion fruit.
You said Wesley Farms,
Yeah, it's the BJ's brand.
BJ's Mango. Listen, that shit sounds good. For some reason, the stuff that comes out of Costco's and
Yep.
Sam's Club and
It,
bro,
it
it's
hits.
so
It
damn
hits,
good.
man. It hits.
What is it called? Mango
It's called mango passion fruit.
passion fruit. Man, listen, bro, I want that shit right now.
Mango
Sounds
passion fruit.
delicious.
Go, man. Go get yourself some, man.
These days, mango passion fruit. I'm about to pull it up right
I'm
now.
telling you. I'm telling you. It hits, bro.
I
It,
believe it because I'll be saying the same thing when we shop at Sam's Club,
mm,
and for the most part, they're all like the same thing. Like they're all the
yeah, for the
the,
most
the,
part,
the
yeah.
wholesalers.
Mm,
But yeah, when you get the stuff like even like Sam's Club has, Walmart has rotisserie chicken. Down here, you got Kroger. They have
yeah.
rotisserie chicken. Publix. Those are the supermarkets down here. Every place has rotisserie chicken. Rotisserie chicken is usually pretty decent, but for some reason, Sam's Club and Costco, their rotisserie chicken is like I don't know what they like. They really got a grill outside and they just going to work. Like they got chefs making that shit.
Mm,
It's so damn good, yo.
yep.
BJ's mango. What's the fruit coming
Mango
up here?
passion fruit.
I want to see what it
For,
looks like.
yeah.
When's the
For
first time you had this? This a childhood thing, or you just started drinking it
actually,
recently?
no. I started buying it when I moved out on my own. Right. I started
Okay,
buying.
your
Okay.
own discovery.
Okay, so check this out.
Where this shit
Shouts
at?
out to shouts out to my grandmother, right?
Okay.
So my grandmother is my shopping partner, right? So we shop in bulk, right? We shop in bulk. I go every other week, right? And one thing I always got to have on my list is juice, and she likes me to have like variety. Now that's good too. Um,
Oh,
but
there it goes.
so yeah, so one day we're going by the juice aisle. She's like, "You want to try some new, like some new juices or something, right?" Because I had tried this one flavor. I was like, "Okay, let's go for mango passion fruit," right? But I noticed it was spring when I picked it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now when I'm getting like these juices, I'm thinking of like what season it is, and you'll notice what I mean with the rest of the
Wow.
list,
Okay.
right? So
Okay.
you have this on a like, and I think what I did was I introduced it to some of my extended family. I was like, listen, this is the nectar of the gods. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. It was that good, right? So I gave it to it comes two in a pack, right? So
Yeah.
I gave one of it to my best friend and his wife, and they called me the next day and they were like, listen, the kids, they devoured what you left. Like
Mhm.
they devoured it, they loved it. I was like, oh man, look.
Is it
So
good for you? Like, is that like another benefit? Like, it's
it
not as
it,
bad as other stuff.
it said okay. It says organic and they say real, like say real fruit. I'm a little skeptical because everything is packed full of sugar. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's good.
There
I
it
will
is.
tell you that.
Yeah, it says
Tastes great,
organic. Yeah.
man.
Damn, 12.09. Boy, they make you pay for that shit.
Oh, especially now, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, prices are ridiculous. Even for and shrinkflation is real. Those things used to be bigger.
Oh,
Okay.
bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's getting bad, man. It's definitely getting bad here. Where the comments at?
Man.
Comments. Oh, it's bullshit comment. It's a
Yeah.
bot. It's a bot comment. All right.
It's the
So we
bots.
had number 3. All right, we ready? We about to hit the last 2.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch. I gotta remember my number 2. I can't remember it right now. I'm trying to remember it while we're talking. I know my number 1, but what's your number 2, Kyle?
Yeah, number 2. Yeah, my number 2. My number 2 is it says it's the organic guava nectar from Wellesley Farms. The last 3 are all going to
Organic
be from
guava
BJ's.
nectar.
Yeah.
Damn, Kyle's over here drinking some magical shit.
I'm a man.
Organic guava. I don't. That's
Gua-
one thing I don't. Guava. I don't fuck with guava, yo.
the
That's
guava
one I
nectar.
don't like.
It's a nice. It's a sweet fruit. And it makes a really good juice. Now getting
Guava
getting the
nectar.
natural stuff, that's one, like getting the natural stuff, that's one thing. These are great. You know what I'm saying? Especially on summer days, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I definitely believe you, man.
Mhm.
One that I have that, man, I'm thinking about it, and if I had a list from back in the day, like I would have probably put it on here, but
Yep.
definitely not now, and almost not because it was way too fucking sweet. Oh, I know my number 2. Duh,
Yep.
I know my number 2. But it's way too sweet. Hawaiian Punch, bro. Hawaiian Punch used to be so good,
Oh yeah.
but it was ridiculously sweet. But now,
Mhm.
yo, have you tasted Hawaiian Punch now? It's
Not in
like
a while. No,
I
not in
don't
a
know
while.
what the hell they did to it. I understand they had to probably take the sugar content out a little bit,
Yeah.
but man, it is disgusting now, bro. It
Is
tastes
it?
like there's no sugar in it now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were trying to save some money, and we had got it. We were like, because I've stayed away from it for a long time, but we
Mm.
were like, man, listen, we'll get some, Hawaiian Punch, and we'll cut it. We'll add water. We'll add ice and water. That way it'll be a little less sugary.
Yep.
But I got it. I tasted that junk. I was like, yo, this shit is disgusting. Like, there's
Oh
no
man.
sugar in it now. So I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, it's guava nectar. They got a nice color. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Their juice
Mhm.
have a really nice color. A lot of
Yep.
color.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Hey
Yeah, just
man, I
wait till it
definitely.
just yeah, just wait till it hits your tongue for the first time, man.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yo, Kyle freaking out on this episode.
I'm no, I'm
Porn edit
hey.
the tongue for the first time. Yo, take us out. Hey Ty, where you at, Ty? Go get your man. But yeah, but oh man, damn Kyle, remember this shit, yo? Pog
Oh,
juice.
what the
Damn.
oh man.
Back in the
Wow.
day, yo. I haven't seen
That
that in a long time.
I
You know
haven't
what
seen
that
that.
do you remember it?
I vaguely I remember it.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
used to be back in this was from the 90s, man. We definitely had these. This is the kind of juice that you remember from back in the day. But
Mhm.
then you go into that one random ass supermarket that
Yep.
you've never been in the town or the city before, but it's like
Yep.
it's off-brand supermarket, and you
Yep.
go to the juice section, and this shit is all in there. All the old shit you used to drink. I was thinking, do you remember the iced tea? The
Yeah.
iced tea in a carton. Remember
Mhm.
that shit? You open like a
Yeah.
milk carton, bro. So damn good, man.
Mm.
But it's like, you don't see shit like that no more. Like everything is like, you go into gas stations and it's just like everything's all commercialized and shit. I miss the
And
old school shit.
they're not really having fun with the ads like they used to. Like everything used to be like colorful and everything. Now
Yeah,
everything's kind of muted, you know?
yeah, man. But
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna even do it. But my number 2 is Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid was my number 2. That's what I was saying. We're gonna definitely
Kool-Aid's number
match.
2. Yep.
Kool-Aid's number 2. I love, like I said, get the jug, throw a whole bunch of sugar up in there. And if you feeling crazy, it's the best shit. Get you a lemon, get you a lime, you chop it up, you throw it up in there, and
Yep.
then you drink it like that or whatever. Get you some soda. That was another good ass thing. We used to take like cherry Kool-Aid
Yep.
packets,
Mhm.
throw some sugar, throw some lemonade, and then throw some Sprite or some pineapple juice. Man, listen, yo.
Yeah, y'all over here making cocktails.
We used to
Mhm.
make shit, and then that, of
Man.
course, that's the number one. You go and throw some. I used to do that before I do shows. I go and get Kool-Aid, and then
Mhm.
I go and get like some good vodka, some Smirnoff, whatever, and I go and mix and make a damn cocktail and just be drinking on the show.
I
Just
saw
do
this
that.
interview with Snoop Dogg, and they asked him about Martha Stewart, and he's like, "Man, me and my homies went to Martha's house, and she hooked us up with like she cooked everything, and then she
Mm,
hooked them up with a pitcher of Kool-Aid, right?"
bruh.
And he described it. She's like, it had lemons and limes in there, and she did the sugar thing. Did she measure it, or did she just know? No, she knew. She knew. She's
I'm
like,
sure.
Martha's Hood. What
This is
like?
Martha in the barbecue. She invited to the barbecue. Martha, Bret Hart. We got a whole bunch of people to be like
They
ENT.
all invited to the cookout for
That's
real.
right.
Mhm.
They had a cookout for real, yo. They cooking at the cookout. You know they fucking there.
Oh yeah,
Especially Martha
definitely,
Stewart getting the grill.
absolutely.
All right, Kyle. We on number one, man. Let's take it home. I'll go ahead and do my number one
Go ahead,
since
do your
you
number one.
just did your your
Number two.
amazing one, your two there. All right. I know I'm gonna get a lot of agrees with this one right here. I know we talked about Ecto Cooler, right? But we gotta give it up for the OG juice, baby. High C Orange.
Oh, that's a now
Let's go.
that's a
You already
classic.
Kyle, come
Hmm.
on, bro. You already know. High C Orange is the number one juice. When they bought this shit back at McDonald's, bro, let me tell you something. I was so damn happy because that was the number one place, besides just getting the juice boxes,
Yep.
or the cans like we did with Ecto Cooler. Like high C juices were the best.
Yep.
Hands down, the squeeze boxes, juice boxes, high C had it. They took the cake, yo.
Hmm.
But when I go to McDonald's, yo, I gotta get me a high C orange. There was the other day, I'm not gonna even lie. There's some fat guy shit. I went and me and my son, I went to go get some McDonald's, whatever. I went to one McDonald's and they had no high C orange. So I drove
None.
around to 3 different fucking
Wait, at a McDonald's they had no high
at a
C orange.
McDonald's. They run out, bro, because they know people be
Oh.
drinking that shit up and they be bullshitting, not be
Mm.
wanting to do their job. It's empty, they don't want to change it. Ice cream machine's broke. No, it's not. Y'all just don't want to fucking add the stuff to it to make it ice cream. Lion asses or whatever. But high C orange, hands down, my favorite. I love that shit. I could drink gallons of that shit, bro.
Mm.
But that's me. Number
And
one. What you got?
okay, so number one for me. This one was easy. This already had the number one spot for me.
Let's go.
And that is honey apple crisp. It's the organic Wosley
Oh
Farms honey
man.
apple crisp. Okay.
Honey
I
apple Chris. Yo, you about to make us get a sponsor.
this is yeah, I
Let's
feel like I
go.
am doing ads for them, but
Honey apple Chris. Is it the juice?
it's the juice. Listen, look,
This
look,
shit probably good. I love
look,
honey
it
crisp
is
apples.
the honey is the honey apple, and I buy I buy this, like, they sell all this year round, but I buy
Yeah.
specific I buy this one specifically during fall, right? Because that's when I'm getting, because that's when I'm getting all the red apples and the apple
Mhm.
pie and everything. It just tastes like fall to me. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. I
You
definitely
know?
get you. I completely get you. You know what's
Mhm,
crazy?
mhm.
I went um I like I said, Mott's apple juice is my favorite apple juice, right? But
Yep.
when I used to drive truck, I used to go to a whole bunch of different places down here in Georgia.
Mhm.
And I used to go out there, away from me, away from Atlanta. And at one of the locations I went, I passed and it was Apple Orchard. And
Mm,
outside Mercer Apple Orchard, I think it's called.
mhm.
But and then they have the little farm looking area. You just walk through. There's no doors. It's like a barn kind of thing. And they're
Yep.
making a whole bunch of different apple stuff, yo. In the back, they were making apple donuts and apple pie and apple turnovers and apple cookies and
You gotta have
that.
the donuts, bro.
Yeah,
Over here, they got a place called Rogers Orchard, right?
yeah.
And they be hooking up the donuts, like, and the which you call, I don't have we ever gotten an apple pie from there? Nah, but my mom will get a whole couple bags of apples, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
she'll split it with you. She will split it with you. Get some get some apple donuts. One year I went to this Halloween town thing, this pumpkin town thing, and they had apple cider, homemade apple
Bro.
cider. Out
Bro.
I was like, you know what? You can keep your pumpkin spice. Y'all look,
Oh yeah,
look.
please.
Look.
I'm not a
No,
fan of
no,
that
no,
shit.
no real shade to pumpkin spice. The pumpkin spice lovers, but y'all can keep it. I got my cider.
Yo,
Give me
listen.
cider. You know.
I was just about to say that because literally that what you're saying right now, the apple cider that they had, and I'm an apple juice guy, and I don't
Mhm.
really do so. I don't even really know the hell cider is. It's like a thicker version, I guess.
Yeah.
But when I had the apple cider from that orchard, bro,
Yeah.
it's the shit legitly tasted like you were drinking a juicy apple, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
no other flavors or preservatives.
Mm.
I bought like 4 of them bitches, yo. And I was drinking them in the truck when I was driving back. But it was
Oh
so
man,
good.
the
I
one
didn't take my kids.
the one I had was hot cider, right?
Oh man.
It
Yeah, I
was
know that's
hot
probably
cider. I
good.
think they had just finished making it too, because it was nice, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
That shit, damn, bro. See, this is why I like doing the food one. When we do the food top 5, I know we be making y'all hungry and shit at home
Right?
too.
I'm glad I
But
already ate.
that's right. Y'all about to go to the store and buy some juice now. You know damn well you want some. But guys, listen, that was our top 5 favorite juices. Yo, we've been doing the top 5s for a little while now. I really do have to go back and check the videos. I want to see all the ones that we have done and
Yep.
make sure we're not doing any repeats because
Mm,
I do like
yep.
to do the topical ones, but I think like we were saying today, Kyle, like if we talking TV and stuff like that, and then we do our favorite top 5 favorite TV shows, like that would have been too easy. And I know
Yeah.
we've definitely done that before,
Oh
but
yeah.
I like the mixture. It gives you guys a nice bit of content. Like, you can
Hmm.
have something that you want to talk about. I
Yep.
love it. I love it, man. Yo, Kyle, man, I wanted to tell you while we were on air. First off, thank you so much for coming on every single week, bro.
Yeah. Thanks for
It's
having me.
always fun, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and let you before I drop news. Let's go ahead and let you shout out, man. How's everything going? A for Able, what you got
A for
coming up?
Able. Listen, we're dropping more episodes of A for Able. I got more. I got more coming up, and I'm about to get real because, well, like as real as a mental health podcast already gets, but
Yeah.
next month is Disability Pride Month. Okay.
Okay.
So next
Right.
month is Disability Pride Month. I'm going to be telling some stories from my point of view and some people that people that I love their point, their point of view.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Y'all forget we're people too.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say it. I already know a lot of this world is not made for disabled people. Okay? I'm
Yep.
already black and left-handed. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Got
already
some,
told
got some
that the world was
handicaps.
not made for me. You
Yeah,
know?
no, I definitely understand what you're saying, bro.
You
But
know?
I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing what you do, and
Mhm.
I'm definitely glad that you're able to speak about it. That's one of the things I wanted to tell you. Also, is next week, I would love to have Kyle. Kyle, I wanted to do it this week, but I didn't even do a show this week on the web show. So,
Yep.
yeah, I wanted you to come on the web show and do an episode. We get to know Kyle a little bit more, get to know his life and different things about him. You guys can learn about Kyle. You see him on the ENT show every week, so. Definitely wanted to have him come on Tuesday, 9 o'clock. Kyle, if you down, you be right
I'm
there,
down.
bro. Yeah.
Tuesday? Yeah, I'm down.
Yep. Tuesday
Mhm.
night, 9 o'clock p.m. We gonna hit the Beeline Web Show. Kyle be guest starring, and we'll learn more about Kyle. It'll be awesome. Um, but yeah, hey, listen, big ups to you, bro. We're gonna throw it around, and I definitely agree with you, man. You want to have respect for people. It is important to I'm teaching my kids right now, like you gotta be humble. You have to understand that um everybody is not the same. Everybody has differences, and it doesn't make anybody less than. It just makes you understand that listen, you have to look out for each other, bro. That's what we were talking about earlier with the community and stuff like that. When you buying
Mhm.
bread and doing this, people have, everybody has a purpose, everybody has a plan, everybody has an arrangement, and everybody has the ability to help and help each other thrive, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why I say every day I appreciate you coming on every single day. You come on and talk with me and give your perspective. We're both completely different people in a lot of different areas, but it's like we still vibe out in the same kind of stuff. We like the same kind of shit,
That's
and
it. Yeah.
yeah,
That
bro.
was it.
I feel it. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, we're going to be going into I'm going to be doing a couple of genres that we're
Yep.
going to be pulling up soon. Next week I do want to start it off with this week we did TV. We're going back and we're going to jump into new movies.
Nice.
New movies coming out on in theaters because we are hitting July. This is summertime, so we got that. I want to talk about new movies coming to theaters, new movies coming to Netflix and Apple TV and all this stuff, whatever.
Mm.
As well as just new movies that we're looking forward to that are coming out that are in the talks. We got Street Fighter, they got the whole bunch of stuff that's going on right now.
Mm.
So really want to have those conversations, and then we're gonna be diving into some horror. Definitely got some horror episodes coming, and we're gonna do different genres. We're gonna do might even be like horror this zombies. We're gonna do just different genres like that. We're gonna do comedy. We're gonna do different comedy genres. We might do comedy romance. We might do just like slapstick. We might do 40-year-old virgin shit and all that stuff. We're gonna have some really fun episodes, yo. It's gonna be really fun, and of course, the top 5 with these episodes are gonna be amazing. So you guys aren't gonna want to miss it. We're getting into the summertime, yeah. And I'm gonna be putting a lot of work into these episodes. I've been trying to get positioned, but starting tomorrow, like I said, I am super. You guys are gonna start seeing so much content. It's gonna be fucking crazy. I'm gonna be flooding you guys tomorrow. I'm just letting y'all know right now. I ain't going to sleep tonight until 3 o'clock in the morning. But yo, listen, go, man. It's another night. I ain't gonna keep you up. We gotta go to bed, bro. We old over here. We ain't young no more. We think we is. Think we 5 and shit. Nah, man. We're like 40 and shit. But Kyle, man, I'm gonna get back up with you, bro. I'll see all your videos and clips and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I meant to talk about one of the videos you had, the one where we were talking about. Fuck it, man. This is our show, right?
Yeah.
Do nothing. Let me see something real fast. So there was one that I was actually interested in that you put up today on this topic as well. Yeah, it was my man right here who was talking about. Hold on, let me see if I can share it real quick. Y'all gonna see my Facebook page. I'm like, damn, Brian B, all he look at is titties, yo. And you're right. No shame. I don't got no shame. I got some shame, but not with that. I look at titties, bro. What fucking do? My wife know. I love my baby. But let me see. Are y'all able to see the screen?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, this was the video I was thinking of that I was interested in. Let me know if you can hear it. Shit, I can't even hear it.
Oh yeah, I shared that earlier.
Get new Netflix subscribers. Think about it. Netflix doesn't really care about views. As of now, they don't have any advertisers. What they care about is more subscribers. 8 to 10 season shows, they do great for keeping people, but keeping people is for advertising. They need to grow. And a new show potentially opens up a new audience. And a new audience increases Netflix subscriptions. So knowing this, why don't they just create shows that have a 3-season arc? So many of these Netflix series are being canceled on cliffhangers. And because of this, people are just less likely to jump in on a Netflix show. If you just embrace the medium and go in on a 3-season plan, you'll have an entire catalog of 3-season shows with a full through line of thought. Just commit in the writer's room to 3-season shows. Netflix.
Bro, listen, that's why I wanted to play that, because that was a great point, bro. That was a great point. And that video right there, I mean, it's too late for us to start talking about it right now. You guys, a lot of you dropped off already, but we're gonna get back into that, because I think that's a really, really good point right there. We might even open the show with talking about that. Why not? That's also he was in the Three Ninjas. He was in the later versions, and he was also in Power Rangers. But he's talking super obnoxious right here. What the fuck is wrong? You just do like a villain and shit. What? What happened?
I think you're just trying to get it all out. Like, I talk fast,
right?
so trying to slow down what you're trying to say. I bet you he did. I don't know how many takes of that one video.
Bro, he over there kicking ass. He over there kicking ass and then trying to talk shit. He all amped up over there by himself.
Right?
There's nobody fighting you, bro. Calm down. All right, Kyle, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Yo, Beeline, I love y'all. We will be back on Tuesday with Kyle Eric on the Beeline Web Show. Let's go, baby. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you head on over to the Beeline Entertainment LLC YouTube channel, where we have so much more for you. We have the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, as well as Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk on Wednesdays, and of course, the Beeline Entertainment Show on Thursday night. Join us and make sure that you hit that like, hit that share, and of course, subscribe with that bell button for the notifications, so you can make sure you're getting all the great content from the Beeline Entertainment LLC. Let's go!